Deep in the heart of Haloa Mountain, tales of a legendary black pearl, a jewel said to grant unimaginable power and eternal light, had been whispered for centuries. The seven dwarves, known for their bravery and camaraderie, were always up for an adventure. When they stumbled upon an ancient map etched into the bark of an enchanted tree, their curiosity was piqued. "Look here, lads." "Hello, mine," said Grizzle, the oldest dwarf, squinting at the map. "And what's this?" "Beware the kingdom below. Theft. I've seen scarier warnings on milk cartons." "Black Pearl, you say?" piped up Sprig, the youngest. His eyes twinkled. "That's worth a look, right?" "Aye, but don't think it'll be a walk in the park," grumbled Captain Magra Adami, his weathered face creased into a perpetual scowl. With his gray beard and piercing eyes, he looked every bit the grumpy old sea dog he was. "Legends don't come easy. And if any of you slow me down, I'll leave you to the bats." With pickaxes, lanterns, and enough snacks to feed a small village, the group set off for Haloa Mine. Little did they know, the journey would test not just their courage, but the strength of their friendship. The mine's entrance was dark and foreboding, but the dwarves were undeterred. Captain Makra Adami led the way, his lantern casting flickering shadows on the jagged walls. As they ventured deeper, the air grew cooler, and the faint hum of an unseen energy surrounded them. "Feels like the mountain's alive," whispered Digby, the miner of the group. Suddenly, the ground beneath them trembled. "Earthquake?" asked Sprig, clutching Grizzle's arm. "Worse," growled the captain, his voice gruff. "We're not alone." Out of the shadows emerged a glowing figure, a guardian of the underground realm. Its body shimmered like liquid silver, and its eyes glowed a piercing blue. "Turn back, surface dwellers," it intoned. "The Black Pearl belongs to the kingdom below." But the dwarves were not so easily scared. "We mean no harm," said Grizzle, stepping forward. "We only seek the pearl to, well, admire its beauty." The guardian's laughter echoed through the cavern. "If you wish to continue, you must prove your worth." The dwarves and the captain soon found themselves in the heart of the kingdom below, a sprawling underground city of crystal towers and glowing rivers. The kingdom's ruler, Queen Lumeria, was a towering figure made entirely of sparkling gemstones. "Why should we let you near the pearl?" she asked, her voice sharp but not unkind. "Because we seek adventure," said Sprig, "and because we believe treasures are meant to be shared, not hidden." Lumeria's gaze softened. "Perhaps. But first, you must complete 3 trials: courage, wisdom, and heart. Only then will the pearl reveal itself." The captain snorted. "Trials? I've sailed through storms and fought off sea beasts. Bring it on." The first trial led the group to a bridge suspended over a bottomless chasm. As they crossed, shadowy creatures lunged from the depths, snapping at their heels. Grizzle stood firm, swinging his axe to fend them off. "Keep moving," barked the captain, pulling Sprig to safety just as the bridge crumbled behind them. His gruffness hid the fact that he had risked himself to save the youngest dwarf. Next, they entered a hall filled with glowing runes. A voice boomed, "Solve the riddle, or be trapped forever." The riddle was tricky, but the dwarves put their heads together, and with Sprig's sharp mind, they solved it just in time. The captain, however, muttered, "Riddles. Waste of time." In the final trial, they faced a vision of their greatest fears: loneliness, failure, and loss. One by one, they overcame their fears by leaning on one another. "We're stronger together," said Grizzle. The captain, his gruff exterior cracking for a moment, muttered, "Maybe there's something to this teamwork nonsense after all." Having passed the trials, Queen Lumeria smiled. "You have shown true worth. The pearl is yours." The black pearl shone like a piece of the night sky filled with stars. But instead of taking it, the group decided to leave it in the kingdom below, understanding that some treasures are best left where they belong. As they emerged from the mine, tired but triumphant, Sprig grinned. Best adventure ever. What's next? The captain harumphed, though a twinkle in his eye betrayed his amusement. We'll see, but for now, let's go home. And so the seven dwarves and Captain Makra Adami returned, their hearts full of stories to share, knowing that the greatest treasure of all was the journey they'd taken together